on a Wednesday morning. Thank you so much for being with us. And as promised, we got a great local author in studio with us this morning. And in fact, right as we finish chatting with Bob, we're going to give away all three of his books in one complete package for you. So if you're looking for something new and exciting to read, if you're a fan of maybe Stephen King or Tom Clancy or Dean Koontz, you're going to love these books. Joining us in studio is Bob Udulutch. He is with us this morning, and he has a trilogy out, Spot and Smudge, and he's from the South Shore. Bob, good morning.
Good morning.
Great to have you in studio, Bob. So this is pretty exciting. You've been, we're just getting a chance to meet you, and you're from Pembroke.
That's right.
And this is something you wanted to do for a while, and you've got the three books out, and so far the reaction has been amazing from some of the readers you've heard online.
It's blown me away. It really has. That people are just connecting with the characters in a way that I didn't expect.
Yeah.
I'm humbled by it.
Well, let's talk about, because I'm reading your background here, and it says you've had a pretty good career working for some big-name companies, right? I think we've heard of, anyone heard of Microsoft or Sony? Yeah, I think we...
A little startup.
Yeah, these little companies. Yeah.
Skunkworks place.
So tell us, I mean, you've got a long career there. What is it something that you always wanted to write a book, or is this something later on?
Well, it turns out the ability to write convincing fiction is a good skill to have in a Fortune 50 company, especially around performance review time.
Oh boy.
So I've been writing stories and tales for 30 years, and I've also been a dog lover for forever, and Spot and Smudge were real. They're the dogs that I raised from puppies, and a lot of their stories, all the just wacky stuff that happens when you own dogs, has ended up becoming some of the best parts of the fiction of the book. So the stories, in that respect, wrote themselves. Mm-hmm. And then the rest of it's just my dark and twisted, really nutty imagination that scares most people. But
Spot and Smudge. So that was the inspiration for the title there, huh?
That's right.
Spot and Smudge. And I know you can go to your website, by the way, to find out more. That's RUDULUTCH.com. We've got a link at 959WATD.com to Bob's website if you want to find out more and see some great photos that are up there too on the website.
Thanks. Yeah.
So let's talk about the books. These are obviously these are geared. This is okay. They're saying, oh, maybe it's a cute dog. This is not necessarily kids. This is an adult audience book.
It's not Marley and Me.
Yeah.
By any stretch. No, and that was the premise. I think uplifted animals or smart dogs have been done, right?
Yeah.
But I really wanted to take them and put them into a gritty, real, dark, hairy situation and see what happened. And people have really connected with it. I think, the dogs are not victims in this book, right?
Yeah.
And the way they react to the situations that they're put in, and the family that they love, and the nefarious people that are trying to do bad things with them, I think it's really ringing true. It's definitely a what-if real scenario.
Wow. So give us a sense of what happens in the book here. Take us through some of the, book one is Spot and Smudge. So tell us how it starts out.
Yeah, so we see the origins, right? Their mother is a shelter dog from the South. She gets sort of kidnapped and brought up north with a lot of other dogs. And there's some really kind of scary elements on the South Shore. I didn't know that we had such bad people around here, but it turns out that we do. So they take these puppies, and the family that adopts them is a Scottish family, and they're wacky all in their own right. So just the interaction between the puppies as they start to grow and become intelligent, and things start happening, and this kind of wacky Scottish grandmother and her 11-year-old grandson Ben, who's got some challenges of his own, all of that starts to come together. And then they meet the neighbors, and the neighbors are some really dark and twisted people, and from there things just go off the hook. And it flows into the second book, and it flows into the third book, and eventually we end up in Africa, and we end up in Hong Kong, and we end up all over the place. So it put on a seatbelt and a helmet, because it really goes far and wide.
Yeah, The Glasgow Grey is book two, and then Let Slip the Pups of War, book three, and these are all available in paperback or also electronic download at Amazon.com, and you can get, of course, more information on Bob's website as well. So, gritty, it's dark, and you mentioned there's a lot of espionage, maybe some sci-fi, horror, all mixed in.
Yeah, it's a wacky conglomeration, but so far the comments have been really, really amazing. I've been blown away. Far and away, people are responding to it, they're connecting with it, and they're really loving it, so I couldn't be happier.
Okay, so there are three books right now. Is this it? Is this just a trilogy
I'm
you're
about
working?
halfway through number 4,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I had originally intended the trilogy, and the response has just been amazing. And I will admit, I did leave a little bit of a teaser at the end of 3, and I've driven a few people nuts. A couple of people have gotten really crazy over that.
Got to leave them wanting more, right?
That has happened, apparently. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm knee-deep in number 4, and I have a 5 and 6 plan.
That's
Oh,
great.
wow.
Oh, boy.
Will you tell us a little bit about Spot and Smudge? Their
real Spot and
personalities?
Smudge.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
real Spot and Smudge,
Yeah,
totally.
there's pictures of them on the website.
Yes,
and
I'm loving it.
they were a rescued pair of black lab with, mom wasn't too picky in the mate department kind of thing, but they were amazing. And anyone who has dogs knows, right? They're just crazy, wacky. One day they're doing the most amazing, just cuddly, wonderful thing, and then the next day you just want to strangle them, right? A lot of that has ended up in the book, and their personalities, they come out, they're smart dogs, right? They end up with human and above human level intelligence. That alone is an interesting concept. But just their normal interactions as dogs, the coyotes on the South Shore make it into the book, and there's wolves in Canada that make it into the book, and the wild painted dogs of Africa make it in, and they're interacting with humans, but they're also interacting with a lot of animals, and I think a lot of people are connecting with that.
Wow, good stuff. Bob Udulutch has been in studio. It's been a pleasure to have you in here, Bob. And what we're going to do now, we got to get to traffic and weather next. So, Bob, if people want to get the book, how do they do that? How do they get the trilogy?
Amazon is the place to go, but if you put Spot and Smudge into any browser, you'll find us pretty quickly. So,
all right, what we're going to do, and Bob has promised, by the way, also to autograph. He has brought all 3 books in here to give away. So we have the trilogy for you right now, so you can get started as soon as later today if you want, and he'll sign them for you. Lisa, you want to give them away right
Yeah,
now?
absolutely. The trilogy. We'll go to caller 6 at 781-837-4900. Looking for caller number 6. Bob will sign the books for you. Caller 6, 781-837-4900.
781-837-4900. And again, you can get all 3 of Bob Udulutch's trilogy, Spot and Smudge. Bob, thank you so much for coming in. Been a
this has
pleasure.
been great. Thanks, Rob. Thanks.
Business time now, and we'll